Yeah, it does.
All right, man.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
There we go. Yo. What's goody? What's good?
You're a little distorted.
I already, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
What's goody? What's good? I am your host, JWillDoesTV, and I am off on a tangent, and I got my guy. Man, I was already about to say Ivan, but I got my guy over here, Shaw, to my left. I mean, it doesn't even ring, it doesn't even flow the same.
I mean, I'm still Ivan, man. Just go by, you know.
I got my guy Ivan the Great, aka Shaw, and we are off on the tangent. And dude,
yes, sir.
I can't even really get started and talk on the topic because it is cold as fuck outside. I mean, I really don't like cursing a lot.
Really?
Really, I don't. But
Could fool me.
this is, dude. I don't. Every other word ain't a curse word on this when I'm on here.
No,
but,
it's true. It's true.
But I use expletives when they are appropriate in a conversation. But it is cold as fuck outside. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, 7 degrees.
It feels like 7.
I mean, this is abusive weather. I went to the mailbox. I went to the mailbox. I was like, man, what's going on out here?
I know. I was watching something that said that people were filing domestic assault charges against the weather. It's just not to make light of domestic assault at all. It's a joke.
I see why the ladies like you, sir. You're a cornball.
You know, some people would have taken that as a compliment, but
that was very corny.
I know you, so I do not take that as a compliment, sir. I know that was an insult.
No, what I'm saying, women like corny dudes. They like the corny little lines, corny little sayings.
Oh man, come on, bro.
They love that stuff. Oh, look at him, he's so corny. Look at him.
I can say
trust and believe. I've been corny and been told Jason, that was so corny. I like that though.
Yeah,
right.
but you always have had an advantage back in the day because you light skin.
Nigga, you keep saying okay. All right. You the same Band-Aid color as I am, nigga. So what are you talking about?
Dude, I am what you call
if you put a Band-Aid on right now, it's gonna look nude.
No,
cool out.
No, it is not. If I put a Band-Aid on, it is probably 3 shades lighter than me, which is 2 shades less lighter than you. So I'm more of a milk chocolate. You're more of a I'm trying to see. You're more of a banana skin. Banana skin.
My niggas is really colorblind when it comes to color tone, boy. Nah, I'm this. I'm paper sack brown. You be like, what is paper sack?
Man, well, you know that stuff.
I know the colors on the crayon. I know that. I know like tan. I know black, brown, sienna. I know those.
Sienna?
Yeah, sienna. SIE.
So what color is sienna?
Sienna is like a copper color.
That's copper. Oh, okay.
It's not copper because copper has its own color as well. but it's
Man.
kind of close to it.
So you have a box of crayons that you study on a regular basis?
No, sir.
Oh.
But with me being a creative since I was little, I used to use crayons. So I was very fluent with the colors of the crayon.
Man, I'm pretty sure that's how you pulled a lot of ladies in your day.
Because I knew my crayons.
See, and you talked about my laugh. That was some Count Chocula shit right there. Listen to that. Listen to that laugh. That's some Count Chocula 1, 2, 1. For real. That's how you pull. I'm telling you, man. I believe that's probably how you pull. See, here's another thing. Y'all creatives, man. Y'all creatives have always had women. Like even growing up, the dudes that could like draw and sing and you know what I'm saying, and write and were talented, y'all can be quiet and not say anything to anybody. But
That
as
is
soon
false.
as no, it is not. No, it is not. If you look at if you look at it, think about it in church.
When I was in high school, man, I did not get any bitches.
Man, stop. Dude, I'm glad that God don't strike people down like literally all the time. Because if he was to strike you with lightning for lying, it would kill both of us right now.
I did not get any
You
bitches.
are lying.
Dead ass.
I went to school with you, bro. You lying. You straight up lying.
I was in the friend zone with chicks.
Man, get out of here, man.
I was in the friend zone, but
What you been drinking tonight?
I wasn't the one smashing anything.
Nobody said nothing about smashing. Just you can get girls without smashing. Like you can have girls that like you without smashing, bro.
Okay, so I was the silly type. Everybody likes the silly guy, right?
Nah.
For real.
Nah, everybody like back then,
Yeah.
we all were trying to be silly. Like we all were silly. Like everybody in our crew was silly.
And I was too cool for school.
when you showed up.
No, period. I mean, I've always been the too cool guy. I've always been like that.
I don't know, man. It's a little different than what I remember, but I can't argue with your truth, man.
But I wasn't pulling gas like that.
I don't know about that. But,
For real?
Hey, okay. All right. I'll let you have that. I beg to differ.
Okay, so what do you remember about me then, sir?
I know. I remember you were very quiet with yours.
Correct.
You were very quiet.
Right.
So you were pulling them. Nobody knew it. I knew it though.
See, this is what I'm saying. I was quiet. I was to myself. I wasn't pulling anything.
But you still a creative, and creatives always are gonna have. If you're a guy and you're into girls, right? You're always gonna have women because women love creative men. It's a fact.
Now there may have been some who liked me, but it was never told or it was never relayed. Cause me, if it wasn't no green light given, I wouldn't just like, hey, it was good.
Well, of course, yeah, but still, though, man, like you had, excuse me, the tension was still there. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is.
I was Shy Guy on the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
For real, man.
I think you kind of embellishing a little bit. Right.
See, everybody has this preconceived notion of me, like, man, Jason doing this. I know no, never.
I'm not everybody.
I'm the nice guy, sir.
I mean, I know you're the nice guy, but it does not mean that nice guys don't pull.
This is true.
And like I was saying about creative guys, never really have a problem. If you think about church, what are the dudes in church who get women? The musicians and the preachers. Real talk.
Okay.
If you can play instrument.
What's that one? No, I don't go to church,
So what?
That's why I don't go to church.
Well, I ain't talking about now. But you know church though, man. Come on. Like for church, like for real. Like that's just real. Like that ain't me giving away no game or nothing. That's just what it is. Like if you're an orator, right? if you're good at speaking, you know, orator. Look it up. It's real. I didn't make that word. I did not make that word up. Why you trying to question my vocabulary?
I thought this nigga was talking I thought you were talking about something from Game of Thrones.
Man, shut up.
Odor?
No, man.
Who is Odor?
An orator. Orator. Yes.
Who is this?
Somebody that's gifted in speaking publicly, who can put some thoughts and ideas together and relate them in a convincing manner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So typically, that's a person that's unless they steal sermons, like a lot of not I'm gonna say a lot of preachers, but like some preachers do, they steal sermons. But if you sit down and write and put your stuff together, and you can utilize again your study material and your vocabulary, like that's attractive to people. You know what I'm saying? People are captivated by voices and thoughts and showmanship as well. You know what I'm saying? So, and then if you're a musician, you know how to play. You know what I mean? You know how to, you have kick set. You know, play drums and keys and saxophone, horns, all that kind of stuff. And it's, it's attraction to that.
The musicians, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. The preacher only because he already got a woman. So that's the only reason I can see that.
I don't know about that either. I mean, that's part.
Okay.
That could be all preachers ain't married. You gotta remember that all preachers ain't married, so it ain't necessarily just the woman. It's the fact that he's out front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next subject, though.
All right, that's cool, man. We can jump to subject, man. It's all right.
I don't be well. Yeah, never mind. But
he's scared.
Am I? Nah. I see your boy. He no longer is wearing the headband anymore.
LeBron.
Yes.
He must have heard this podcast.
He must have.
Because
he was like, never again shall I.
Dude checked the hell out of me, so I'm not wearing this.
Never again shall I comb over my lace front ever again.
Oh, boy. Speaking of sports, have you heard the news?
What's it?
Well, a couple things, though, in sports real quick. We ain't got to deal with it too long. You know that Colin Kaepernick is having tryouts again? Like teams are looking at him?
Nigga.
Hold on. No, this is just...
So, yes, I just seen that maybe about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, now watch Samuel come in here to probably say, man. See, look, I told you he was elite.
No, I didn't say elite. This has nothing to do with him being a great quarterback. This is purely, in my opinion, political. No, I'm just being real.
You know what?
This is purely political.
So, yes, it's going to be political to the point like they did the Jason Collins dude in the NBA. He's going to be he's going to be in for a few games, and then it's like, he didn't work out game 5, game 6 of the season, and then next thing you know, he's out of here.
Yeah.
Or he's going to be on the bench for the rest of the season or something like that.
Signs a contract, gets paid, it's guaranteed money, so he gets his money. But you're not going to play, buddy.
And then it's like, well, hey, look, niggers, we gave him a job. The nigger did not perform.
It's crazy because there's probably a 98% chance that somebody's actually saying that in the boardroom. Yes. And that's the America that we live in. But people don't believe that, though.
Yes.
They don't believe that those exact words, somebody's probably saying that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't believe
70% of the world is probably like,
nobody's saying that. They're not saying. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Okay. Yes, they are.
Let's do these Negroes a favor. Give him a job.
Yep. Let's just so we get the heat off of us.
Right.
So we get this heat off of us.
Soon as he throw his first 2 interceptions,
oh man,
let's sit this nigga down.
Oh my God, this is. He's got a. We think he's got a shoulder injury. We need to sit him down so it doesn't ruin his career. This man ain't played 3 years, y'all. What's he talking? Watch. It's gonna be something crazy. Like, oh man, Cap. We think he's We don't want to risk long-term injury. Oh, he hadn't played 3 years.
Right.
What long-term injury? He's 32 years old or something like that. It's just a conflict between him and the offensive coordinator.
Man, I didn't even know. I didn't even know Robert Griffin III was even still playing.
Robert Griffin III is still in the NFL. Yes, he is.
I seen that nigga come out on the field like for one play for is that the Ravens? Yeah,
Maybe so.
He's on the Ravens.
He's like
they
the
had some
second string or third string quarterback. I think he is.
Yeah. They had the Jackson dude, Griffin, and another dude.
Yeah.
And he still didn't get the ball to run the jump. He was a decoy. I was like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, RG3 was so hyped up coming out of college, right? But then, man, they lit that boy's knees up, though, man. They tore his legs up.
But
they tore him up, man. God, they tore him up.
It's for the whack offense.
I think a lot of times
the offensive line.
The offensive line is like, oh, you think you something, huh?
Like, okay,
or they're just not that good.
Perfect example. The Colts offensive line made Peyton Manning look great.
Okay, I agree with that.
Amazing.
I agree with that.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. He didn't even have to move out of the pocket. The pocket, if he stepped out of the pocket, guess what? That whole pocket moved right with him.
Oh yeah,
it shifted for him.
They protected him because what it used to be said that if you wanna beat the Colts, you got to hit Peyton Manning at least once.
Yeah.
Once you hit him one time, he pretty much done.
The Broncos offensive line, it was okay.
Yeah,
because you can get to him still.
Yeah.
But he could throw it fast enough where he could still be like, okay.
Right.
He was straight.
He still had that arm. He still had that arm. Yeah.
But it's about the offensive line. If you got a crappy offensive line, it is over with.
Ask Cam Newton.
Right.
Ask Andrew Luck.
Right.
Andrew Luck said, I'm through.
Right.
Like, y'all sit up here and let me get killed. Like, bro, I'm scared I'm not going to be able to walk or remember my address in the next 5 years. Y'all, I'm going to holler. Y'all can have this. I'm going to holler.
Everybody be focusing on the wide receiver, the quarterback. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but if you ain't got no good offensive line who I can throw to the wide receiver, it's a wrap.
Or offensive line
that running back
that opens it up for a running back like Dallas's offensive line did for so many years. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Emmett was, Emmett will still go down as one of the greatest running backs ever. But if he ain't had that offensive line opening them holes up for him, like he'd have been in trouble.
I think that's the Browns. I think that's the Browns issue situation right now.
Yeah,
they still don't have a good offensive line to let the rookie quarterback have time to throw the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a glimpse of good that you see when he play.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's like the offensive line collapsed so quick.
Yeah.
It's like the offensive line collapsed so quick. You ain't got no time to throw it to Odell Beckham because, hey, man, although he might be having a fit, nigga, it take a minute for you to run all the way down that field, man.
Yeah, you got to have time. And I think
that 4 second, that 3 seconds that you can run. By the time I count to 3, I'm getting sacked. So.
And then if I get hit more than once, you
ain't trying to get hit no more.
I'm not trying to get hit again. Right. So, I mean, you look at last night with Garoppolo. When Seattle put defense on that dude, his eyes got this big. And he was trying to get rid of the ball as soon as they hiked it to him.
I was looking at Russell Wilson. That nigga got big, ain't it?
He's probably been hitting the weights. Had to.
I was like, this nigga getting Roethlisberger.
I don't know about Roethlisberger, but Roethlisberger's stomach hang to his knees, and he's still starting.
That man whole face swole.
Roethlisberger looked like a burger. He looked like an actual Angus burger. For real, man. Damn,
what was I gonna say? Okay, so my next question is, it do have something to do with music.
Okay.
I know we don't talk about it often. I didn't listen to it because I think I already know it's probably trash.
Okay.
Did you listen to the Kanye West album?
I have. I've listened to. I've listened to a few snippets
The
of
simple
some
fact you
songs.
did the little side further confirms that
I haven't.
that it's garbage.
Well, I mean, I'll put it like this: I haven't really been into Kanye in a while. Like I just haven't. Like it's not.
Why won't anybody just? Why won't anybody just go ahead and say that the nigga is trash?
Well, the reason why is because
They always try and be like, "Oh my God, I didn't like his lyrics, but his production was nigga. The production was trash. The nigga has been trash for a minute."
Well, put it like this. I'll say this, and the reason why I can't totally agree with that is because he's got a lot of production out. He's produced some other stuff that folks probably don't even know he produced it, and it was probably good or decent. But I have to agree with is
you are aware that
what
you are aware that like somebody in the studio just saying, "Hey, add some bells here and here and here."
Well, yeah,
that's production credit also,
yeah,
right?
I get it, but what I'm saying is, and of course you're a producer, so I know. But what I'm saying is that, and of course you're gonna be more critical. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of your craft. But what I'm saying is that as far as Kanye goes, I haven't listened to the new album. I'm gonna go. As a matter of fact, when we get done, I'm gonna go listen to it tonight, just so I can be able to discuss it more. But I did not. The way I was his first 3 albums, I didn't go and grab it and cop it like right away, because for the simple fact that he's jumped from one lane to, and I'm not talking about politics and all that other stuff. I'm just talking about musically right now. He's jumped from one lane to the next musically. So
Right.
I think with artists, you have an expectation, right?
I don't like the scam of it all.
Well, I won't say it's a scam. I won't say it, but I do understand why you say that. I totally understand why you'd say that. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a scam because I don't know. And this is me giving, giving him whatever type of credit, and it just not just Kanye. It could be anybody. It could be Mick Jagger. It could be whoever. You know what I'm saying?
It's either that or Jim Jones cult.
I mean, hey, like, I understand the sentiment. Like, I totally do, because
you out here you bought a whole bunch of land and you're doing Sunday service out in the grass like hippies.
Yeah, I totally understand. I totally get it. I'm serious because I've thought about the same thing.
That's what we doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, what I tried to do is I tried to give people benefit of the doubt, and I said, okay, man, let me look at this in totality. But I have thought about that, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I dig it, but it looks really cultish. You know what I'm saying? It looks cultish. It does, very much so. But like, I ain't checked the new album out, and then I've been kind of checking out the Sunday service type of stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? But as far as Kanye,
Is he taking tights?
like, I don't know about all that. Now, I heard somebody say he was taking tithes, taking our money or whatever, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Because with social media, you can't believe every single thing.
This is
so
true.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I've heard people say it, but I don't know. So, people make up stuff sometimes,
but yeah, I couldn't get into. I said I wasn't going to get into the whole this whole little thing that he got going with the Sunday service. When he said he's dropping the album, I was like, I'm good. Mace was one of my favorite rappers when this nigga said he was a preacher. I was like, I'm gonna holler at you, my nigga.
I mean,
I'm not listening to no gospel rap. No.
So
No.
so that's where because
That's sacrilegious, blasphemous stuff to me.
Well,
I'm not listening to
I
none
don't
of that.
know. And hear me out. I think hip hop has always been gospel to me. You know what I'm saying? Like gospel, by definition, people say is the good news of Jesus Christ, right? But hip hop has always been the good news.
I'm not mixing the two.
It's always been mixed.
Okay.
It has. It's always been mixed.
Oh, okay. I'm not using. I'm not using my God name in a rap song to. No. Even Kirk Franklin don't like. No.
But what's the difference? Like my thing is, what's the difference in rapping a song and singing a song? You sing about God, and you mention God in a song where you're singing.
Okay,
right?
now if you're a gospel artist, cool. But if you are a rapper who has gone gospel, I question such, especially if you're going back to rap.
Oh no! Let's pause right there. So you mentioned Mace, right?
Right.
Mace is trash to me. The reason why I say Mace is trash, not pre. No, I'm talking about the Mace that went to become a preacher and then went back to murder Mace. That's trash to me.
Right.
Because it just shows me that you gaming people.
But what we are talking about, your guys, what I'm talking about is Yeezus is trying to dance both lines.
So you think that after this album, he's going to come back out with something else?
He's doing it now.
What you mean? I'm saying, no, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't listened to the album, so I don't know.
I haven't listened to the album either. But what I'm saying, okay, so while Sunday service was going, while he was doing, when he first started the Sunday service, was he not still rapping on other people's albums, rapping like Kanye? Was he not doing Tekashi 6ix9ine songs, stuff like that?
You talking about while the album was being made or whatever?
I ain't talking about this Jesus King album. I'm talking about the whole transition of Sunday service while he's buying the land out in Wyoming, while he's out here doing the events, the public events where he's performing music out there. He was rapping, not gospel rapping, none of this. He's rapping. So he's still, well, I'm saying he's tight-roping this line.
Okay.
You ain't gonna be able to tightrope the line.
Tightrope the line between,
especially if you're wanting people like, please believe me, I'm this, I'm that, and then you rapping back about I'm doing this, that, and other. Like, I don't want to talk about religion, but I know I got to fit this in to say, because
we're talking about it anyway. So
right, okay. Black Youngster just became a preacher. He just became an ordained minister a few months back. Do you see what I'm saying?
Is this you speaking hypothetically? Right?
No, nigga, I'm talking about dead ass. He became an ordained minister. He was on social media talking about, let me ordain your wedding.
No, man.
All right, okay. This is what I'm saying. You cannot do both.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Give me a timeout, coach. You telling me that Black Youngster? No, man. Shut up.
Hey, man, it's on his social media page.
That's got to be like a joke, man. That's got to be like a joke.
He was on there doing a challenge saying, hey, let me ordain your wedding.
Nah.
Okay.
I got to pull this up.
His new album is about something about... His album cover is something about... man, I can't think of it. But he got his hand like in holy water with a cross, like with the little beads and the cross in his hand and stuff.
Hold up, I'm looking this up now. Cause you just hit me with something that I didn't know about. But
the point that I'm getting at is make
your point.
Like I said,
you All right, man, this is crazy.
Nigga, I'm not going to be BSing on this
God,
joint.
I know you're not, dog. This. Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh my God.
This is what I'm saying. So, like with the Kanye, once he started that, I was like, okay, you know what? If that's the lane that he's finna be in, that's not the music that I'm finna get ready and listen to. Because anything after that, anything that he does after that is gonna be tainted. Like I can't go back to listen to you knocking chicks off and doing this, that, and the other, and then you going back and talking about Jesus is King. No.
Wow.
But I keep hearing other people talking about, well, I don't know, I really didn't like what he was saying, but the production was good, this, that, and the other. I'm like, sounds to me like the album was trash. Especially if you only listen to it one time.
Okay. I just pulled it up and looked at it. I mean, it sounds like some clown stuff, but anyway. Oh man, I don't even think like a lot of people was even paying attention to that. I don't even know if they really take black youngsters serious on that, but some people probably do. But
People give Kanye West too much credit to the point they can't tell him he's trash now.
well, nah. I think here's the thing. We talked about creatives earlier, so hear me out. What person, right? Because the thing about it, and I'm relating this to, let's go back and you remember J. Cole's song "False Prophets," right?
You don't like everything a creative makes.
No. But I get that. But listen to what I'm saying.
Did you like Leonard Part 6?
No, hell no.
Yeah, but that was something that a creative created.
It was hilarious. Like we laughed at it, but it really wasn't a good movie. Like even Bill Cosby hated that movie.
Right.
And I agree with what you're saying. What I'm saying is that as a person that's a creative, no, you're not gonna like everything they do. You're not gonna like everything they do. And nobody's going to convince me that if they're a fan of a particular artist, because I have artists that I love, like I'm going to always support their music, I'm going to always support their art, but they have stuff that like I didn't like that they did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The last few things that he has done and touched has been trash. I'm going to name them in order.
You talking about Kanye?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Tiana Taylor album, he touched that joint with all them joints that had that 7-song crap on them.
The EPs, yeah.
Trash. The Nas joint, trash.
No, the Nas joint was not trash, bro. That was not trash. If you're gonna say that Nas joint is trash, a lot of Nas music is trash because those tracks were better than some of the ones that Nas picked for other albums.
How should I say? He had 2 songs on there that I probably liked, and they were the ones that probably weren't even that long. And I'm like, if it's a 7-song album, you gotta have more than 2 songs on that joint.
That's true. You gotta have more than 2 songs.
The Tiana Taylor joint, I only like 1 song on that joint. Pusha T, I try my best to like that joint. Trash.
The production was trash or the lyrics were trash?
Not lyrical. I mean, when I'm talking about music album, I'm talking about music, and the music on the album was trash.
Okay, all right.
His production.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. Anything, including him, is trash. Anything that he touches, production wise, lyric wise, trash.
In the last what?
The last 6 albums
that he's done
or touched, trash.
Okay.
He's Tiana Taylor joint, trash. That's 1 album.
Okay.
Nas album, 2, trash.
Okay.
Pusha T, 3, trash.
Okay.
Who was the other joint that he touched? He touched somebody. He did somebody else's album in that Good Music group. Man, who else was in there? It was a couple other people in that rollout. Trash.
Okay.
And they all had 1, 2 songs that were good. The rest was garbage.
Okay.
His album,
not this recent one, but what, the last one?
the last 2,
Okay. So what was his
garbage.
What was his last good album?
Man, hold on. Let me pull up my iPad. While I'm pulling this up,
So basically, so you gonna say his last good album was Watch the Throne or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
let's see.
Or was it that Good Music compilation album?
So I can't count that because it's a compilation. I'm talking about his
Just his
actual,
stuff, like his,
yeah.
yeah.
So, man, why they just can't have it on that order?
So you got,
I like The Life of Pablo.
okay,
So let's see. Well, hold on. Let's see.
Life of Pablo.
That had what on there?
Was that the joint with what's his name? Was the joint Panda?
Was Panda on there?
Was that Panda? It was called something different, but the second part of the song was Panda.
Man, I hate Wikipedia. Hold on.
I mean, you better look up that dude discography.
That's what I'm trying to do, but I thought it would be on there. But hold up. Will he be on I Am? DB?
No, that's for actors. I thought actors or actresses.
So hold on. Let me go back. Cause I don't want to say. Which one is it? At graduation, it awaits.
Well, why are you looking that up?
So yeah, The Life of Pablo. The Life of Pablo. Yeah, Ultralight Beam. Waves.
Yeah.
Wolves. Yeah. So yeah, I like The Life of Pablo. It was the last album that I actually liked from him.
All right.
The ones before that, I ain't really like. Let me see.
Well, why are you looking at that? Excuse me. The point I want to make about artists in general is that there's very few artists that have a fan base, that have a good fan base, right? That support them, that their fans dig every single album that they've ever made. There's very few. You know what I'm saying? Just because I think that artists go through evolution sometimes. They go through changes. They go through levels of maturity. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, typically, especially if you are, especially if you if you rapping from the streets, your first album, like 8 albums later, you still shouldn't be rapping about selling drugs. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. I understand.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't think that the quality of music that you tend to put out, because a lot of times, like if you just look at, what they call the sophomore curse, like your first album that's the one you're extremely hungry, it's extremely raw. Everybody that's working on a project with you might not even be getting paid, but y'all are getting the opportunity to put this project out, and everybody's all in with it. You know what I'm saying? So it comes out great, right? And it's hard to follow up. You know what I'm saying? So that second album is not so good, because now you get probably a little more comfortable or whatever. But now if you're somebody like, you know what I mean? Like if you're like a Ye at that particular time, like your second album, like you still brought it, you still came with it. You know what I'm saying? And in particular, at that point, Like, what do you do to top the previous one? And I'm mentioning J. Cole because in that song "False Prophets," that's what he discusses. Is he's really talking about Kanye in that first verse, right? You know what I'm saying? You got all these yes men agreeing with everything that you're saying, and nobody's disagreeing with you, and you're not getting better. You're actually getting worse. But they're not gonna tell you that because you the one writing the checks.
The last good joint that I like is Graduation.
Graduation? Okay.
All them other joints. So all the other albums, they're a bunch of. There are a bunch of fillers with 2 or 3 radio or songs that have been in the movies.
Okay.
Because the album, they're not complete good albums.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you my take on it, and I want to hang on Kanye too long because this is leading into something else. But you got to think about this though, Jay. Is remember Kanye's first album, right? The music world knew who he was, but the general public really didn't know who he was, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he had done production for Jay. He had done production for Scarface. He had done production for other people. He ghost produced and stuff like that. But nobody was like, oh, man, we wait on that new Kanye. Like, people wasn't just like, when it came, it was a kind of a shock to everybody. Like, damn, this is good. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? But by the second album, right, we saw the content. We saw who was on the album, all of that. Of course, now he has the world's attention. But think about this, though. So he discusses that and he talks about it in the music. Like, you can hear it in the music. You know what I'm saying? And you literally watch Kanye break down as an individual over his albums.
I guess I don't like his growth.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm not talking.
This is what you're referring to. No. I guess I don't like his growth.
No. Hear what I'm saying. It's not. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about evolution.
What his albums has progressed into.
Right, but just because you evolve and you make more music doesn't necessarily mean you grow through the music. That's what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is his exposure. He's one of those type of people that I feel like. This is my opinion, mine only. Everybody, he's one of those creative type of people, in my opinion, that exposure and fame was his detriment. It wasn't good for him. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that.
I think he's one of those people that if he had stayed as Kanye West, right, the producer, sometimes rapper, cool, that was doing stuff for other people and doing his thing, I think he would have been fine. But when he started dating Amber Rose and all this other kind of stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and he was saying, I'm big as Jay now, and he became like that guy, I was like, this ain't the Ye. This is not the dude that you know what I'm saying, this ain't the dude that put out College Dropout. This is a whole different cat. But a lot of people say, I've heard some other people say that was him all the time. It was just the fact that was him on one level.
Well, he put a good ass front on for 4 albums.
Right. But what I'm saying is that when you mention Sunday service, when you mention the cultish aspect of it, like, and I was reading this article in Fast Company, November's issue of Fast Company, that talks about like the cultish. Like the cultish culture of business nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
But in ways, I can see that because that's the only way you can get following. So you do start it like a cultish following. That's like anybody who likes polo is a cult almost.
Well, I mean, think about this. So when you talk about, and in particular, it mentions the behaviors that are attached to the way that people spend money.
Tell somebody polo ain't fresh.
Oh yeah, they'll stomp you in the ground. Like,
okay, of course, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
it's a religion.
Yeah, because now what happens is, I mean, you have people that replace their religious, quote unquote, religious time with going to the gym to spin class. You know what I'm saying? Or like, or like yoga or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that those things don't have value. What I'm saying is that, a lot of times people now typically replace the whole religious experience in traditional terms with a lot of other things. Because think about it. If something that you're attached to, right, becomes something that you feel like you can't live without, right? Like that blue app on your phone, you know what I'm saying? And that picture app on your phone, right?
Right.
It's become cultish because you're involved with it every day. You're looking at it every day. You're spending hours and hours upon hours involved with it. And if something happens, just like if you heard that Instagram pretty soon is going to take away the ability to count the amount of likes that you get on a picture. Like some people are going to, not everybody, but some people are going to lose their minds. Seriously, when that happens.
Or the only reason why that's happening, or the only way that's going to affect anything, is the way entrepreneurs do business. That's really,
well, influencers,
yeah, that's really who is trying to hit.
Yeah,
it's because you have this, how I'm looking at it, and I want to say I came across some article that I read also, but it's like you have this free app,
right? And you're able
that people are making millions of dollars from
promoting.
So this free app is like, whoa, my nigga, hold on, my nigga, hold on, my nigga.
There we go.
Y'all making buku monies off of me, and it's free. No, because you're using this free app to negotiate $1 million deals based off of like, hey, this is my following. I got so and so million people up under me.
Yep.
Look at all the likes when I post something, when I post your bottle up. All of these people are gonna buy your drink. So based off of that, so say for instance, like, hey, I'm drinking Off on a Tangent water. It's like when you post it, you get 1.2 million likes. So if a business looks at it like, oh, bet, so off top, you're gonna get at least half of those likes.
Well, yeah,
500,000 or something like that. Yeah. You looking at it like that possibility,
right?
So you take that on the way. It's like, okay, I can't really negotiate no deal that's saying, hey, I got this influence here, this, that, and other, right? So I know that for a fact that they're going to do that to try to take away that portion of it. Yeah. Because it's a free app. And if you want it, okay, there's a package thing that I want to set up through Instagram. Yeah. Okay, so you want to do so-and-so sponsorship, this, that. Okay, we can do that. Boom.
And what you just said is so very important.
I'm going to take a cut, though.
Right. Because what has happened, and also the people who are really, and here's the thing, the people who are really hustling, like really doing deals or really engaging, they're really not worried about that, because the people who are going to follow them are going to follow them anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of, damn, oh man, they're about to take the likes away, like, whatever, I'm not going to, like, nah, they're really not worried about that, because they've already built a base anyway. Or they'll continue to build a base, you know what I'm saying? Because people will still be able to share and react to the pictures or whatever. Right. It's the people who are fake pseudo influencers that are losing their minds, the people who are tied into the amount of likes that they get because it gives them a confidence boost, because they really suck inside, you know what I'm saying? Because they really ain't made out of nothing.
Are you referring to Instagram models?
So what? So what?
Are you referring to Instagram models or something like that, sir?
I guess if I am, I am. Like, I mean, if, you know what I'm saying? If there's somebody, I'm sorry, it's their fault. Like, it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are, ain't nothing. I mean, if you're not a real model and you're just a model on Instagram, like, it's gonna hurt your feelings, because now, like, you ain't gonna get the 1,000 likes on a picture that you used to get. So now your feelings are all hurt because you don't have somebody, you know what I'm saying, jumping all up and down, and then these fake trainer dudes with their shirts off and stuff and all that stuff, fake trainer dudes who really ain't no trainer. They just in the gym working out to get chicks, you know what I'm saying, and likes because, you know, they grew up getting beat up at school or whatever, you know what I'm saying, get punked out at school. That's the type of stuff that they like to do, you know what I mean? They get on Instagram, I'm working out again 15 times, it's my 3rd time at the gym today, ooh, I got a small penis.
Now, I will say that it's not going across nationwide just yet. I want to say it's just doing it in select areas right now.
They're testing it in select areas to see what the response. I heard that, I was reading in an article that in China, like people's followers went up when they did it. Like certain aspects of it, they had the certain
because people don't want to miss something.
Yeah, certain their followers went up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it could have an adverse effect. I mean, in some cases, you know what I mean?
Can't really find a good segue, but I will say, it is kind of an influence in a way. Man, we out here acting plum donkeys for this Popeye's chicken, my nigga.
Oh my God, man.
Plum donkeys. I mean, I was looking at a video. This chick messing up her Mercedes,
man,
because a chick trying to jump in front of her in a drive-through, trying to get a chicken sandwich, my nigga. I'm like, dude, are y'all not even paying any attention to what this sandwich is doing to you? What the sandwich is doing to you.
You know, I figured that by now we wouldn't be talking about this, but we still are, and that's a problem.
My nigga, there was an episode on Boondocks that about this exact same thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
it was funny. It was funny then on the cartoon form, but now you seeing it done in real life.
That shit's crazy.
Niggas is fighting over chicken.
Man, listen. Me and a homeboy of mine, we ate the sandwich back in like February, March, right? This was before anybody was even talking about it. Mm-hmm. We went to Popeyes in Collierville, and we ordered it. We was like, oh man, y'all got a chicken sandwich? They was like, yeah. So we was like, oh, cool. We ordered a sandwich. I'm like, man, this joint good. It's fine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that was it. Like, I'm like, man, this joint fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, we'll try it again sometime. Okay, cool. The next time we went back there, they didn't have it. It's like, oh man, we out of them. This was several months later, after people started like posting. I've been like, man, Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A and all of that, right?
Right.
And I was like, okay, do y'all know this sandwich has been out for a while? Like, y'all just not getting on this? Like, what's this all about? So
I thought that they had it. I thought that Popeyes had always had a chicken sandwich.
Nah, it was something that they've
always had a chicken sandwich.
Nah,
I've had a chicken sandwich there before.
I mean, maybe you have, but I don't remember. I don't remember having no chicken sandwich there.
So somebody was telling me, I was like, so what's the difference between this sandwich and Chick-fil-A? So somebody was telling me that, have you seen the chicken sandwich? It was like the piece of chicken is twice the size of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. So I was like,
yeah, it is.
So one, that's the main reason why everybody like, because you get more chicken on chicken sandwich.
Right. True.
Once I heard that,
of course, I know where you're going.
Did I send you the video of this joint?
I think so. What it was?
They were plumping the chicken up.
No, I didn't see that one. I don't think you sent me that one.
Okay, so I've seen videos. This was probably like last year sometime. I've seen videos where like before they send the chicken to like the grocery stores or to wholesalers or manufacturers, they use the little needles plump them up real quick.
Pump them up
and you see the chicken just get real big real quick.
Swell up. That's right.
And when I heard that about it was twice the size of Chick-fil-A chicken, I was like, man, y'all are enjoying the shit out of these hormones.
Yep.
These hormones, these are some delicious hormones, my nigga.
Yep.
And I didn't think about it to the point I was hearing somebody else saying that it's steroids. That's the reason why everybody acting how they acting, because y'all having the roid rage.
That may be it, man.
And people are just out here having it's an overload of steroids that you're eating. Just think you're eating 3 chicken sandwiches in a day.
Well, man, you know they ordering 2 at a time. They're like,
so that's what I'm saying.
Like, give me 2 of them, give me 3 of them.
So that's what I'm saying.
Like, I like I said, I felt like when I listened, I saw all of the hoopla. First, it was like all of the hoopla, how good it was, and which I agree is a good sandwich, right? But as this has, I would say progressed, but regressed, I'm looking at basically like the downfall of humanity. Like,
it's embarrassing.
I never knew that I would literally see human beings try to kill each other over a piece of steroid-filled, hormone-filled meat in between 2 pieces of bread.
People over
for $6.
People overseas are like, "Hey, baby, look at these Americans.
Look at these idiots.
They're fighting over chicken sandwiches. The land of the free. Look at them. Look."
It's just like, seriously, bruh. Like,
and they're probably like, "Did they run out of chicken? They didn't run out of chicken. Did they run out of chicken sandwiches?" And is how we are acting is as if there is a shortage of food.
Well, again, you talked about what's in the food. We talked about what's in the food before, but remember, if
this is the reason why I don't eat meat.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, I totally get it. If you look at why people pull up and they go and they buying them, you know, they buying them junts, and then they like, man, this sandwich good. And then another thing, social media, if you see something replayed over and over again, it's embedded in your brain. So mentally, you're thinking, oh, I gotta have it. I need to try it.
And I was tempted to go get one because I'm like, man, what? You know what? Yeah. I gotta get one of these sandwiches to see how good the joint is.
Right. So even if you, being a person that leads a plant-based lifestyle, was like, man, I need to try one of these. Think about the people who eat this kind of stuff every day. They're like, oh, I definitely got to get it because I eat like this anyway. So, oh yeah, I got to try it.
But it's off. One is off of a gimmick. 2, you gotta think and believe. Popeyes is not doing any of this.
No, Popeyes ain't doing this.
This is free publicity.
Yeah, this is purely social media driven.
So you know what I'm saying.
100%. Yeah.
So it's only based off of the social media hype.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need to see what this is about.
Again, free advertising.
So I also looked up information. Do you know we have made them like 1 point up in the billions of dollars in marketing?
Doesn't surprise me at all.
In marketing
dollars, that doesn't surprise me at all.
And it was all for the free.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But that's the power of social media,
dude.
That's the power. Think about this.
Right now, I put it like this. I'm gonna tell you how good the marketing is. I can recall and tell you of a clip from social media that I guess you could slick say is a commercial. Yeah. This woman in her Mercedes is running through the drive-thru,
right,
ramming her car against this yellow. I ain't even gonna say cone, but it was a pipe. She just rubbed her car all up against the joint.
Yeah.
Hitting another woman's car.
Yeah.
And then they switch over to this girl. She's standing outside by the woman who's ramming her car. And they say, is this sandwich this good? This girl like, yep.
Well,
nigga, if this is not a free publicity commercial,
yeah, absolutely.
dude.
Think about how the human psyche works, though. Think about how advertising works. Think about how advertising works now.
I know.
Remember, but remember, Black Friday comes every Friday, right?
Okay.
Black Friday got so violent, they had to really, really push online sales because people were getting trampled trying to go into Best Buy and Sears, RIP Sears, but Sears and Kmart and Walmart and all that stuff when they opened up the doors at 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, store employees were getting trampled to death because somebody's trying to buy a damn TV.
But none of that marketed anything in particular.
No. It did. As a matter of fact, it marketed the
Black
entire
Friday sale.
Yeah, but we're talking about Popeyes is dealing with one item. This is even worse because this was pre-social media. This was on the news,
Right.
before we even had social media. And every Black Friday, right, people gonna get up the night before. Remember, they went from like you could get in there like super early in the morning, and then you started camping out the night before.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And as soon as the doors open, people would take off running to go get a $250 TV that's normally $700, right? That really cost about $95 or $100 to make anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so running over people, killing them who are at work, trying to provide for their families, getting stepped on to death. And nobody stopped shopping. They kept shopping.
Mm.
Nobody stopped to say, is this dude okay? No, I'm trying to get this TV. And people fighting over kids. Dude, do you know how many fights there were a couple years ago? Like every year there's always this new hot toy, right? I saw videos.
But Sam, the people will be asking, what does that have to do with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, though?
The same thing, bro. What you mean? The same thing.
What it got to do with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, though?
It has to do with the fact that we are people. Listen to what I'm saying. As people, we're controlled not by what we really want or what we really need. We're controlled by what we see. We've been seeing this crazy shit going on with folks fighting at Popeyes and I'm talking about beating people to half to death at Like, dude, you seen some of them fights at Popeyes are better than the shit that go on at Caesar's Palace. They throwing hands over chicken, bro.
I think a white dude ended up getting beat up because he
was talking cash money.
Like, forget you.
Yeah, he was talking cash money.
And it was like seven seconds later.
Yeah, and outside they were beating the brakes off that trick.
Say nigga again, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man! All cause this man couldn't get no chicken sandwich. Yeah. Hey, these folks is acting, but not mine.
Yeah, but I'm saying the more you see of it, if you don't have self-control, and if you don't have a mind to think for yourself, what you see, you gonna want to automatically. You feel like, man, if they fighting over this stuff, I know I gotta have it.
You know what? It's just like when you may not have experienced it, but I'll put it like this: the perfect example, if no one may have experienced it, would be if you seen "Don't Drink Your Juice" in the Hood, and they was smoking weed, and it was like he coughed to death. And then it's like, bro, pass that shit, nigga. I need that.
Do you remember?
It's the hype of it. It's like, I'm almost dead.
Remember Blue Magic?
Yeah.
It's like, man, folks, it's pure. They ODing off of this. Yeah. It made people excited about trying it. Like, if it's killing folks, I got that. I mean, think about that. That is, dude, and you know what?
Crazy. That has always been my deterrent on crack. I've seen what crack do to people. It was like, bro, nah, I don't want that.
This dude walking down the street with no shoes on, some pants he probably had on for 3 weeks, a shirt that looked like he wiped his butt with it, hair ain't combed, teeth missing, he's scratching. He looking for little specks on the ground, and you want to try that?
Right. No.
That's what you want to try?
I'm straight like
You want to try what he just tried? And look, he just tried it for the first time 2 weeks ago. That's how fast it take you down.
So, the very first time I seen somebody do it was quite similar to. Have you seen Snowfall?
Yes.
And when he seen how it changed dudes so quickly like that. When I seen that, it was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing like this.
No.
Cause you don't know what this. I'm straight. No. I'm good. I'm Gucci. So when I'm sitting up here looking at these people, and see, that's the other thing. Like, okay, so it's the hype off of one. You see these people acting a fool, and then it's like, man, you know what? I want to try it. So I seen I get it. Cause like I said, I'm tempted to want to try it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, dude, but I ain't want to be out here acting like this in the streets though. Nah, I'm straight. And then I am aware of what they're doing to the chicken, so I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
No,
I ain't finna eat none of this injected meat.
Yeah, I hadn't had one in a while. I don't want to involve myself with that.
That's crazy. And I just heard somebody just got stabbed to death.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Somebody got killed,
yeah,
over a chicken sandwich.
But that's the curse of consumerism, though.
Again, it's not like that. Man, I hope. Well, you know what? Because I'm sure some have already. Let them junk sell out everywhere.
You know they did before. Remember, and folks went crazy.
But it only was one. It was on a trial basis when they first did that. Now that everyone has experienced it,
yeah,
let them just sell out everywhere.
Yeah, well, you know they let them sell out on purpose. They did that.
Okay.
On purpose.
Okay.
That I'm telling you, that's how companies do a lot of times. Like when they know they have a high product, right?
Right.
That's how we're played with. That's how they mess with us mentally. That's how they know we're going to go out and spend that cheese. Is if they put something out there that we're going crazy about, they're going to pull it back on purpose. They'll pull it back on purpose. Oh, let's pull it back. Let's hold back for a minute. Let the tension build. And then once we bring it back out again, and once we show that we got it, oh man, they will not go to work and come and spend that $7, $8, $6, $7 on this product, and we gonna make that margin.
Have you seen a preview for that?
For American Son? No, I have not.
Dude.
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard people talking about it, but I haven't seen it.
If you... Yeah. I watched the preview because I had added it to like my favorites. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm sitting and watch because, I like anything with Kerry Washington in it.
Right.
Dude, just watching the preview, I was like, nah, my nigga, I can't watch this. Yeah. I can't watch this. Because one, it's kind of like, it's like a police officer coming to your house to tell you something happened to your son. He don't want to explain or anything because she's a black woman.
Right. Got it. No, I have to check it out.
He treats her like shit, and then all of a sudden the white man came in there, John, and he was like, "Oh my God, she just went from zero to ghetto in 60 seconds." Then he walked over there. He was like, "So can you tell me and my wife what's going on with my son?" He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir." Like, you know what? Yeah, I can't watch this shit. But
have you noticed something though? I may get in trouble for this, but I don't care.
What's that?
What's so Kerry Washington, all these white dudes in these roles, man? I wasn't, I was a fan of Scandal in the beginning, but then I started to just kind of see something. I was like, I don't think I want to keep watching her with this white president all the time. This is my thing, man.
Well, Kerry Washington. Well, she's a great actress.
Yeah,
that's one
very, very, very great actress.
But how I look at it, she's also how I think a lot of white men want her.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
She get in the roles to play.
Yeah. The black wife of the white guy.
Right.
Yeah. I get it.
she will almost be, I would say, the new Halle Berry, but better than. I've always thought she could get it. Ever since the first time I seen when she first came out, she played in this movie called "She Hate Me."
Yes,
it was a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah,
love that joint.
Yeah,
and ever since I seen her in that joint, I've been following her career ever since then.
Yeah,
but I don't know. So you think ever since Scandal?
Nah, man. I'm just saying that's just me talking, man. I just see her in quite a few roles with white guys. That's all. It's no biggie. Just an observation.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Just an observation.
You got anything you wanted to rap about?
No, man. Just real quick. I don't know if we talked about it. I'm looking at this beautiful picture of Beale Street right here. Speaking of Beale Street, the home team, this whole
that's from beautifulnegatives.com.
Yeah, it's from beautifulnegatives.com. It really is. That is a Beautiful Negatives exclusive right there. I would say, shout out to and prayers for the family of my homeboy Steve Music Dude Thomas. Passed away recently. They had his funeral homegoing on Saturday, and I think Sunday. Saturday or Sunday they had the processional down Beale Street, man. Talented dude. One of my close homies growing up, man. And just want to say, man, much love to his family and all of his friends, everybody connected to him, and just hate to hear about one of your homeboys passing away at such an early age, but you know what I mean? Just sometimes our number is called, but he's a great dude, you know what I'm saying? So talented dude, but also, man, I just want to say I'm behind Coach Penny, behind Wiseman 100%. I think the NCAA is full of crap. 100%, I think they full of crap. I'll say that. I think this whole little deal with him not being eligible is just some BS, man. You know, I just think it's some BS. This ain't, nothing else, but I just think it's some BS. You're okay with a dude playing. You got all the information that you need. There's no additional investigation, and then you come up, one game into the season. Oh, we don't think he should be eligible to play. Like, so, come on, dude.
So while most Memphians, while most of us think, and the first name to come up, we say Calipari. Now, while I do think he may have something to do with it, I think it's him and a few other coaches.
Absolutely.
That have something to do with it.
Absolutely.
They've been on Penny's ass since he got into the NBA. They've been shading my nigga every game.
Absolutely.
Announcers, all that other type of stuff. So,
no question.
Because there was not a peep about anything ineligible when he was supposedly going to Kentucky. Nothing whatsoever.
Not a word.
Nothing. So now all of a sudden he changed his mind. He decided to go to Memphis. Oh, that's what we doing? Okay. Then he get other good prospects or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And as a matter of fact, he gets guys.
He like that nigga on Billy eating a banana. I don't like that shit. I have to drop a dime on them niggas real quick. I don't like that.
Oh man,
yeah, I don't like that.
You hit it right on the head. Like I couldn't have said that any more perfect. You hit it right on the head. That's them. That's Cal. That's Krzyzewski. That's
the picture of a hater.
Yeah, that's all of them. They're like, you gotta drop that. I don't like that. I don't like that shit.
Exactly.
I don't like that shit. I'll drop a dime on them folks.
Man, and looking at after that, was it the Illinois game? After that game, and they were sitting with the asking Penny them questions about his eligibility or whatever. That man he's sitting on the sideline hot, and he was like, "No, I don't really want to talk about it."
Oh, you talking about the Southern Illinois game?
Yeah. He was sitting on. He was after the game. They was like, "So can you give us any type of insight?" He was like, "No, I don't want to talk about it."
Yeah,
and they were sitting there. They were both sitting on the side here, and they were sitting looking so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Cause one, they ain't never seen him like that.
Never seen him like that.
He was just straight face. He was like, "Nah, I don't want to talk about it."
Always such a. And you hit it right on the head.
Then they asked him another question. He was like, "Nah, I ain't talking about it. No comment."
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. Okay, back to you, Bob.
You know why? Because Penny is so beloved. He's so cool. Like, me and my son met him. The coolest dude ever. Man, he take pictures with sign everybody's.
But those who know Penny know
exactly. He's still from Binghamton, Doc.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When they know that look,
like exactly. Okay. You know what I mean? He the coolest dude. Long as you, but like, I saw that. Like, he was like,
when the killer is in the room,
he was like, okay, don't ask me no more questions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And which y'all asking me not to know, but y'all asking me to get me to say something to shoot off and make the situation worse.
Right.
And you don't realize I already been coached on how to talk. Like, they coached me before I went to the league on what to say and
right. Like, nigga, this ain't my first rodeo. This ain't
my first rodeo.
I've been in the NBA.
Exactly. Though. I've been a coach before. I've been in the media plenty of times, thousands of times.
Right.
I've been interviewed. So you're not finna bait me into saying something to start another media tornado.
But he was fire hot.
Yeah, he was hot as hell. He was hot as hell. You already know that.
When they did that back to you, I was like,
yeah, back to you. Let's get it away from me, baby. I don't want no more. I don't want no smoke.
And he ain't even look at none of them. When he said he looked at a nigga off in the side. He was like, nah. I don't want to talk about it.
Which is good, because I think it's good because you know what's enjoyable about watching Coach is the fact that he represents us to a T. Like, that's how we are. Memphis, like, this city, that's like, we cool with you, but don't try to play us, dog.
How he did that is just like a nigga saying, "All right, bet."
Exactly, just like with somebody, and I bet 2 or 3 different things.
You don't know what it means, but with that look, you know, hey, you know what? Hey man, I'm finna go and leave the club. I'm gonna holler at you later, bro.
Hey, that I bet means you probably need to get on where you got to go real fast,
right? Because
this ain't the last. That's not the last word.
If a nigga looking off, and you ask him some questions, and nigga looking off, I'm like,
he like, all right, okay, all right then, all right, bet, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. You already know it's something coming.
I'm finna go to the comment, nigga. Be back. You be here when I get back.
Be here when I get back.
Be here when I get back.
Yeah, be here when
He was asking them analysts, be here when I get back. Ask me that question again.
Ask me that question again when I
get back.
See, man, and you know, like, folks don't believe that type of stuff goes on. Like, when recruits don't go to a certain school that people think they're supposed to go to.
They gonna blackball you.
They gonna say something. They gonna throw some salt in there. Somebody gonna come out with some type of report like, oh man, this dude, he accepted shoes from somebody at Adidas when he was 12 years old playing AAU.
And all they did was just boost this nigga stock.
That's it.
Because
Wiseman gonna be number one.
The one game that he played showed how awesome them played.
Exactly. How dominant.
If you making me ineligible, he's like, okay, he got fresh legs, everything, not banged up. This nigga ready to go.
I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna work out.
Right.
And I'm going number 1 draft pick next.
Right. He's still going number 1.
I'm going number 1.
Right. As long as he don't get big like Zion, he's straight.
Yeah, and he stay healthy, stay out of trouble. I'm going number 1. So what y'all want to do? And see, every time if you think about it, every time the NCAA puts some kind of rule in place, somebody always finds a way to get around it. Like, look at Brandon Jennings. Like, Brandon Jennings didn't have the greatest NBA career, but Brandon Jennings had already made $1 million before he even got to the league by going and playing overseas.
And I think Wiseman is going to be able to win in the case because of the simple fact they just ruled with that California about athletes being able to get money for their likenesses and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I think he'll be able to win this joint. Yeah. And then too, I mean, Penny do got the dream team supposedly. So
yeah.
But
And shout out to O'Bannons for opening it up too.
Who?
Charles and Ed O'Bannon. They were the first ones to sue the NCAA for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Back in the day, UCLA.
Man, where are they? I ain't seen.
I don't know, but
Man,
you know
they were some cold dudes.
Yeah,
UCLA.
yeah, they were good.
O'Bannon, bro.
Yeah, they were good. But you know that, but they're the ones that took the NCAA to court and won a class action lawsuit because of that.
They was like, forget the NBA. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Well,
I ain't got to play basketball no more.
But see, I think they played for a brief period of time. But what happened was they found out how much money the NCAA made off of like them basketball games with their likeness on it and they number. They just didn't have their name on it, and they were like, "Well, that's me." It just don't have my name on. Like I'm bald head. Like I got the T-shirt on. Like that's how I wear my jersey. Like,
and see, that was the same thing. The same thing I'm gonna say about this is the same thing I'm gonna say about the chicken sandwich. Don't nobody ask no questions, man. You just take it and don't ask no questions. Like with the chicken sandwich, hey, what's the ingredients? Where this coming from? What's in it? What's blah blah blah?
No.
With basketball, hey, what's this contract when I sign my eligibility or when I sign my intent on going to the school?
Right.
What happens if I don't?
Right.
What happens with this? What happened with that? Don't nobody ask no questions. Like, okay,
right,
my intent too.
Right.
And then it's so crazy how the wording of it is. It's like my rights to attend.
Yeah.
My rights.
Yeah.
I don't like that wording all together.
You almost have to, before you sign, like if your kid is signing to go to college, right? And they sign a letter of
intent. It's like they own you.
Yeah, they basically do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They basically do. And it's almost like now, and I know some people that have kids that are going to school and that have signed or getting ready to sign, they're having their lawyer to look at the letter of intent first. Like before, they just came and sat down in your living room and they said, "Hey, we want your son or daughter to come to our school," and their kids sign right then. But then later on, people start asking the questions. Well, how informed is my child at 17 years old?
Right.
Like they don't know what they're getting themselves into. That's why, like, you have people now that are questioning the fact that you have 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids signing student loan papers. Like they don't know. They don't know.
Right.
They're 17. Right. They don't even have a job. Like, how you gonna loan me $90,000 for college?
I just know I'm getting $90,000. This is all I need to know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, really? So it's like I'm signing this letter of intent. I don't know I'm signing my entire life away for the next 4 years.
Because all the child know is that what I gotta do.
What I got to do get this money to get my school paid for.
Oh, you just want this money? Here, just sign your name right here. Sign.
My parents thinking, well, this gonna cover your cost to go to school, right?
And nothing else.
And pretty much, I'm not thinking about nothing else. But then think about it, and then 5 years from now, you graduate from college. 2 weeks later, you get this letter in the mail.
Right.
Your first payment is due now. $378 a month for the next 15 years.
Right.
And I got a job paying me $12 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and 9 times out of 10, you can't have a job.
And you can't.
If you're an athlete.
If you're an athlete, you definitely can't have a job.
Right.
You know, they'll say you taking, those are additional benefits. Like he's an athlete, so he already gets, like, you know, his meals and stuff covered through his scholarship. He has a job, that's a benefit. We need to sit him because of that. He has a job. Like, come on, man, this is crazy, man.
And while we still talking about athletes, I will have to backtrack or backpedal on
backpedal.
I slept on Gilbert Arenas.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying he was elite, though. I'm still not going to the elite portion.
He was elite for about 5 games.
Dude is like, I ain't gonna say he a highlight reel, but he has pretty much either posterized or embarrassed any or all of your favorite athlete. All of your basketball stars.
At some point, yeah.
He's killed Kobe.
He did murk Kobe.
I mean,
yeah,
he's either cross somebody over, drop somebody off, dunked on something in some form or fashion.
Yeah. He just didn't have a longevity, but he had a couple years where he was doing everybody, and it just kind of went well. He got in that trouble.
I think the reason why I scoffed at him is because of one, you don't really hear too much about him because of the team he played for. He played for the Wizards.
For the Wizards, yeah.
And so you don't really remember anybody. I don't even remember Jordan playing when he played for the Wizards.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I mean, so playing for the Wizards has never, I mean, that's like where athletes go to die away if you stay there.
Or that's where you get drafted to because you don't have no choice.
Exactly. So it's like, I never really paid him any attention. But after we discussed it, I want to say they had him on the jump. Yeah, and they were recalling stuff on the jump. So I was like, you know what? Let me go look up some other stuff. But the stuff that they showed on the jump, dude was cold.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, man,
he was killing. Because he had a couple of games where he averaged, I think he was dropping like 40 or something. He had a run where he dropped like 40 points, like 5 games straight or something like that.
And he's so arrogant. I mean, you can't be that. You can't be
he was
arrogant as he is if you ain't that cold.
Yeah, he was because they were saying there was an article I think in Slam, and they were talking to him about it because he talked about he had like some kind of he was going through some type of depression or something while he was in the league. I think it was, and that was kind of like his alter ego, like that Agent Zero thing was kind of like his alter ego. He was always kind of like the life of the party type of guy, but I think at one point in time he was dealing with some emotional problems or issues or whatever, and but him hooping like that tear he went on was like just unbelievable. But I don't think that he was really engaged in being that good for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was into being on that Kobe level or on that Reggie Miller type of level where he was wanting to compete for a championship or whatever.
He just wanted to be disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. I think he was more of what do you call what is the type of person that just wants to go against the grain on everything. I think that's the type of guy. Yeah, he just wanted to be a rebel, pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
Because I seen the clip of him. He crossed Kobe over twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kobe sat back down and was like, wow, hold on.
Right. Right.
So,
yeah. Shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant, man.
I still don't really like him, but
the greatest
I respect his game. I do respect his game. I have seen his game. Like, hey, you can't do nothing but respect it.
The greatest Laker of all time, baby. Kobe Bean Bryant.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
The greatest?
The greatest. The greatest.
I won't argue on that one.
And the reason why I say the greatest because MJ said he was the greatest. Magic Johnson said he was the greatest. If Magic Johnson didn't say he was the greatest, then I'll be like, he's probably the second or third greatest. So I hear all the Kobe haters out there talking right now. Man, that fake Jordan, man. That fake ass Jordan. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Now, I did have the issue with him about him being a fake Jordan, but outside of that,
who cares?
This is true.
It worked.
This is true. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna worry about it.
It's just like somebody saying, man, LeBron is a fake magic. It works.
Y'all on these Lakers, boy.
Hey, man, leave my Lakers alone, bro.
And then y'all got Dwight Howard back.
And he balling.
I guess whatever.
He balling. Don't say it. We not even finna go there. We ain't finna go there. We not finna go there, bro.
That butt injury recovery was amazing.
I knew it was coming.
Whatever they did to my nigga butt.
I knew it was coming. All right, so we can cut the podcast off right now. Cause that's it. Like that's it. That's a wrap.
Man, no, sir. And then now they starting to click. So I give it, but I can see why they clicking. All them niggas is big. Pause,
man. You had to say pause, but
for real. Or my bad. I should say 75K. To some of my partners in my other group chat, we instead of saying pause, we say 75K.
All right. Okay then.
75K because in NBA, the last time somebody said pause or no H, they got fined 75K, and I think that was Joel Embiid. Remember he said during the game. So yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
So shout out to my partners, 100 and Jesse and Portwood and all of them. 75K.
75K.
Actually, 100 was supposed to be here, but it was too chilly, so sometimes we can't get out.
Understood, man. Understood.
Cause it is super cold, man. It's ridiculous.
It's like 11 degrees outside.
And you know who is loving every minute of this?
Who?
MLGW.
Of course they are. Shoot, the light bill is gonna be higher than the money we spent on Black Friday.
Man.
We're gonna be
just to warm the house up, nigga gotta keep the sun at a certain temperature, and they like, come on, just keep it on, buddy.
Be a MLGW fighting like Popeyes.
Hey, that's gonna be the next thing. I can't even imagine what the people doing who ain't got no power though. I would definitely be a big MLGW fight.
The people that don't have power.
Yeah, they was talking about that on the news. Talking about they ain't got no power.
That's why. That's what.
And I know exactly how to keep warm. Going up there and whooping somebody's ass until my power comes out. My knuckles and everything will be warm
and bloody.
Turn my light. Turn this heat back on. Forget my lights. I just want the heat back on. At least so I can turn a space heater on or something up in this joint.
Oh man. Man.
It was something else I had to rap about, but I guess that might be. Oh, I knew it was something else.
What you got?
I forgot to make mention of, but I was listening to the podcast when we was talking about the LeBron over. You really knew a lot about these hair plugs, sir.
Because my sister is a beautician. That's why.
Okay, so, I was like, Sam is he knows about the dents and the recovery period
cut the crap,
and all of this. Interesting.
Cut the crap, sir. It's because my sister does hair. That's why.
I was gonna sound like, now, man, if you pop up with a full head of hair tomorrow, my nigga.
Yep.
Boy.
Just knew this is how this guy was going to end this one. It's okay, man.
You're going to be like, I watch too much TV, but you're going to be like on Damon Wayans on My Wife and Kids when that nigga popped up with that whole head of hair.
That dude showed up with a squirrel on his head. I'm like, man, you
nigga with bald head one day had a whole head of hair the next
day. Oh boy.
You know you love my hair. Oh boy. But I think might be time to wrap this joint up.
That's a wrap.
I'm gonna have to find something else to do. I feel while I'm talking, because some people have pointed out some things that I do and say while I be talking on the microphone.
What do you mean? Like what?
That shit.
Oh, that. So when it sounds like you sniffing cocaine while you talking?
No, I can't think of the cartoon character, but I sound like that.
You do.
I sound like that.
You do sound like that damn cat, man. Oh,
so yeah, every time I hear it now, I'm like, man, wow. So
Oh my God, you do something different.
ever since it was pointed out, I've heard it on every podcast, and it's hey nigga, it's not that funny, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh my God.
All right, man, you laughing a little too hard.
No. Oh man, I'm crying. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't that fun. Okay. Oh boy, you do sound like that kid.
I know. So every time I hear it, that's the first image. That's the first image that pop up in my head every time I do it now. Because while we were doing the podcast, every time I did it, that was like the first thing came up in my head.
Oh my God.
Alright, so we about to get out this joint. I am JWillDoesTV, off on the tangent with my guy Ivan the Great, better known as Shaw.
That's me. I'm Shaw.
And we off on the tangent and we out this joint. Holla.
Holla. Man. Man, you know what's funny? You've been laughing like that since I met you. But when you said it, man, I just started remembering listening to the podcast and listening to that. And that's exactly what you sound like.
I say it throughout all the podcasts.
Oh, shit.
From podcast 1 up until now.
Oh, shit, man. Golly, man, you crazy, man.